WTF is an NFT. IDK, my BFF, JTR, will HYB, have your back. Guys, the NFT acronym's been flying all over social media, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, and I just want to make a video to break it down for you in case you haven't heard about it yet. But maybe I'll include some information that maybe you didn't know, and we're gonna end this video with potentially some really good investment advice and something that could have a 10x return, which is like the holy grail of returns. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Jesse Tyler Ridgway. Today we're breaking down the NFT or non-fungible token. Fungible? What is this? How's that joke go? Like I'm a mushroom or something? Like I'm not a fun guy? Anyway. What is that? What does that word even mean? Fungible is able to replace or be replaced by another identical item. So by calling it a non-fungible token, it can't be replaced. It can't be duplicated. If you guys missed my video on cryptocurrency, check that out. I pretty much laid out a lot of different of the basic cryptocurrencies and let you guys know that I think this is the greatest investment of our decade. This is like the dot-com bubble, but for our generation. And so the NFTs is actually in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. An NFT or non-fungible token is basically, imagine this digital piece of art, this digital asset that can't be duplicated. It's like, perfect example, the Mona Lisa. You could turn the Mona Lisa into an NFT. It's based on the ERC20 token. It is on the Ethereum network, but there's also NFTs built on many other different crypto networks. Now, why you've been seeing this blow up and why I decided to do a video on it is, for whatever reason, NFTs are reaching hype mode. Like everybody's obsessed. They want their digital basketball cards, digital baseball cards. They want their digital pictures, their digital Pokemon cards. They want all these digitized versions, these unique singular copies with a unique identifier on the blockchain. They just want it to sit on their computer and collect value. They want to make a lot of money. They want to mint some cards, mint some art. It's a whole ecosystem going on right now. However, none of this is new. It's interesting that it's just now catching fire, guys. Now, the NFT has been around for quite a few years, and I mean, technically when you think about it, it's not new. It's something we already see in physical reality. Speaking of baseball cards, basketball cards, if you have a Babe Ruth card or a Michael Jordan basketball card or say a LeBron James card, these cards are of prolific players, and as they ascend to the heavens in terms of like their clout, their name recognition, their brand, their skills as a player, they become these really sought after cards. Like people become big fans of the IP or the player themselves. They want to own this card and they are willing to pay top dollar for it. It's kind of like how you have physical video games and copies, and we have physical everything, but everything, just like the Psycho Kid, everything's going digital. So that includes collectibles. It's like having a Neopet or a digital TY Beanie Baby, or I remember like Webkins a while ago, like 10 years ago, you could have a digital version of the Webkins, and I think there's a lot of things that end up being a bit too early, and now all of a sudden they've reached mainstream and they have hype around them, and oh, you missed your window. Oh, I almost just snapped on this channel. You missed your window timing by maybe a few years. Imagining your 151 Pokemon card collection could exist on the blockchain and you can't have any counterfeit cards. This has been a huge argument for people to be like, okay, I don't understand the hype for NFTs. I feel like it's overblown. Why would I want some digital version of what I could have in my hands in real life? I mean, I feel you in some regards. Like I miss my DVD collection or my VHS tape collection of like movies and video games. But at the same time, I do get a sense of pride when I look at my digital library, and really it's just ease of convenience and ease of use. It's a lot easy to send a card to somebody, to buy a card. Everything's happening digitally, and because it exists on the blockchain, it does have this intellectual property copyright system to it, to where you don't have to worry about, oh dang, I just received counterfeit money. So now you know what an NFT is. Like I said, it could be a digital version of the Mona Lisa. Some artist makes it, they mint the NFT, they have their painting or their picture or whatever it is, their collectible that's digital. It gets put on the blockchain, so it has a unique code to it, and nobody can duplicate it. Look, people could try and like take a screenshot of it, they put it on their phone, they keep it, but it'll be missing that identifier. It is not on the blockchain. You know, it's just like anyone can like rip a picture off my Instagram and act like it's theirs, or rip one of my videos. However, the thing is, it's not the original. I own the original. you can rip it and try and get views off it, whatever. And that is a big problem on the internet, which is why it's another huge value proposition coming from these NFTs. Now, what's currently going on is outside of the NFTs themselves, there are all these marketplaces, right? So just like people want to buy and sell baseball cards, people want to buy and sell NFTs. And that's where a lot of the hype is. Anytime people could potentially make a boatload of cash, everyone's showing up, Like anytime money is involved, there's a whole flock of sheep. There's also going to be a whole lot of scammers too. So everyone's so bullish on this space that people are charging, this Nyan Cat, this meme, which you guys might remember from a while back, this sold for $600,000. Or this piece right here sold for $6 million. Even Keemstar sold this piece of art that he made, I think for upwards of $1,000. That's right, even you can mint your own NFT, your own original work, and we've already been seeing so many artists come to this space because finally, maybe there's a way for creators and artists to put a stamp on their work and put their signature on it and then charge people money or cryptocurrency for people to buy and take ownership of it. And you can even mint multiple unique copies of something. You could say mint 20 Mona Lisas. There's only 20 original Mona Lisas. We recently just saw Logan Paul worked with a NFT company known as Bondly, basically minted these custom Logan Paul colored Pokemon type cards or NFTs, and he minted say like 20 or 100 of them and sold out millions of dollars worth. Now, and a lot of these NFTs, because they function on the blockchain, you can use the cryptocurrencies that they run on to be the spending power and what you're using to transact with the NFTs. So Logan, for example, or say Keemstar, they might not receive US dollars, they might receive the US dollar equivalent in Ethereum or Flow or Bitcoin or whatever, maybe Binance, Smart Chain, whatever token that these NFTs are running on, probably use as a way to buy them as well. We've been seeing crazy valuations, the digital version of certain big cards, trading for tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we're seeing lots of people buy these digital NFTs and then reselling them for 5x, 10x the price. So it becomes a new investment vehicle where you could potentially get some gains. And you could also get major losses. You could buy one of these NFTs and nobody wants to buy it off you. And then you just are holding this worthless piece of art that nobody wants to buy. There's totally a version where the Mona Lisa got made and everyone's like, it's all right. It's just some pretty average looking woman. The colors are pretty bland. There could be a version where this got made and nobody wanted to buy it, and you're just stuck with this old painting. We're seeing that happen every single second of the day with these NFTs. People are buying them like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make so much money, and then like, why would anyone want to buy that? To bring the Nyan Cat example, this dude literally sold a meme and then now owns the meme. I don't know who's gonna pay $600 to be the owner of the meme, but it could happen. Somebody could flip it and somebody wants to buy it for $1 million, whatever. Maybe waits 5 more years. Or maybe nobody wants to ever buy it. Now, it's interesting to see all this going on, and believe it or not, NFTs, I said towards the beginning that a lot of this stuff, these are not new ideas. It's based off physical properties. But we saw it a lot in the gaming space. I remember entering into the WoW auction house or World of Warcraft. That's right, I used to be a junkie in that regard. You could go on and you'd get a rare piece of armor or a rare weapon, a rare sword or something, and you go into the marketplace and everyone's swarming around Ironforge or the Stormwind auction house, and they're just like trading stuff. You see people bidding for items, 100 gold this or 10 silver that, and it was pretty intense. Now, imagining the difference is these are digital items that have value within the ecosystem, but imagining that gold that you're using actually had a real world value. So imagining that World of Warcraft currency, the gold and copper and silver, all actually what is its own currency, and that you could cash it out in the real world. That I cannot wait for that day. And I'm just throwing this out there. I can't wait till there's a video game that has a kind of cryptocurrency built into it. So for the first time ever, gamers, by playing the game, just like kind of like what we have with Storyfire with Blaze, you're playing or using an application, and because of your usage, you can earn money by engaging with this thing and then exchange it for US dollars, or you actually get some value back. The thought of playing Fortnite and earning V-Bucks as you go and develop, and then being able to then sell those V-Bucks for US dollars or whatever, will be insane. To take it from the gaming world, because all the value put in, to take back out and be able to spend that money that you earn in the game would be incredible. Now, speaking on the blockchain space, NFTs are nothing new. We saw them back in like 2017. There was actually a platform called CryptoKitties. And this was developed by a company called Dapper Labs. And what you could do is you could have, there were all these animated cartoon cats, and you could buy the cats, resell the cats. People were making tens of thousands of dollars selling these dang cats. Unfortunately, at the time, once again, that was a little bit ahead of its time because that was running on the Ethereum blockchain, which was suffering some congestion, some high fees. So they ended up shuttering the CryptoKitties. However, it was a massive success 4 years ago. Now, all this being said, there is a question of like, is all this stuff overhyped? Why is so many people like Gary Vee or Logan Paul, or just like, if you go on Twitter, why is there so many people so hype on NFTs? I mean, I think a lot of it is just hype because this is nothing new. There is some really cool things going on though. I'll show some stuff here. There's actually this Halo artist. He worked on stuff for The Hobbit. He's doing an NFT drop. And honestly, I remember when I went to the Lost concert, you know, the show Lost, they had a live orchestra and everything, and they had like this one-of-a-kind painting of John Locke banging on the hatch door that I was like, I gotta have this. So I paid like $500 for this thing. I'd be down to own some digital art that only I own. I have the original copy of, say, a Halo Master Chief thing, or a artist rendering of The Hobbit, something I'm a really big fan of. I would pay some money for it. So this artist is releasing his NFTs within the next week or so. I'm probably gonna spend some money on it because I'm a big fan of those IPs. But we're seeing it crazy right now. There's this thing called NBA Top Shot. NBA is partnered with Flow, this other blockchain. We'll get to that shortly. But you can be trading basketball cards. You see everybody minting their own NFTs, and it's really good. I think not everyone's gonna last. There's gonna be a lot of scams. There's gonna be a lot of companies that fold. I do think the space is gonna last a while. Am I like super hyped like everyone else? Probably not, because I've been in this space for so long and we've seen the cycles, so no doubt it's gonna die down a bit. But I think what gets me the most excited is, as an artist myself, in terms of like video creation, I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've had a video ripped right from my YouTube channel, re-uploaded to TikTok, re-uploaded to Facebook, hundreds of millions of views, so much lost revenue, so much lost following, and nobody knows who originally created the thing. So I do think because of the blockchain, we are gonna get to this point where the copyright system is going to improve. There already exists kind of within the NFT ecosystem. If other people try and reuse or use the meme, say Nyan Cat for example, you can actually get a kickback in royalties. Or say whoever bought Nyan Cat resold it. For every time it resells, you can get royalties. You can get 10% royalties. So imagining, let's take a meme, for example, that I created. Let's say Daddy Chill.
Daddy Chill.
Imagining I put Daddy Chill, like say the GIF, right? Say I put that, is it GIF or GIF? It's GIF, isn't it? Dang it. It's GIF. The company literally came out and said it's GIF. Put a GIF of me here. Yeah, that's appropriate. Dang. Say I took the GIF of Daddy Chill, which comes from my original video. I've seen this thing used so many times. Imagine I put that on the blockchain. Say I minted out like 5 copies, say 5 licenses for people to use. But say people start trying to rip it, they start posting the GIF themselves. Every time it gets used, or maybe somebody tries to clip the video, even the video itself on YouTube is on the blockchain and is assigned a value or an identifier. Anytime it gets used, I get a kickback. I get a royalty. I get credit. I get the follower. They get sent to me. That is a game changer. That's something I'm wholly subscribed to and I can't wait for. That's probably the biggest excitement for me from my end. Also, I mean, if I can get some Halo collectible cards that are digital, that's pretty cool. There's some art. That's pretty neat. I'm not a big sports junkie. I never got into sports cards, things like that. I mean, Pokemon cards I did get into, but I kind of was like, all right, these are things, I don't feel the hype as much anymore. Once they went past 151 Pokemon, I'm like, all right, there's too many Pokemon I gotta remember. My brain can't retain all this. They really started stretching the names. Like, what is this thing? But I'm gonna definitely dabble. I might buy a few things. I'm not gonna get hype on the sports stuff. But I wanted to close this video off, guys, because we are a finance channel at the end of it all. How can you guys make money? You could be one of those guys that's wheeling and dealing, buying some NFTs, trying to find some undervalued like digital assets on there, trying to resell them. You could definitely go that route. I know a lot of people are. I don't get excited about that. Maybe you're one of those people, go for it. However, I want to give you guys the thought that like while the gold rush is going on and everyone wants these NFTs, I would always look at the services or platforms that they run on. And I'm just gonna give you guys the scoop. Look, the Dapper Labs that made CryptoKitties, they actually, because Ethereum got so congested, they made their own blockchain. It's called Flow blockchain. If I was ever gonna throw down hella money on something, it would be this blockchain. I would totally be investing in this crypto. Unfortunately, with Flow, it's not available to the US. I would have loved to have bought it. I can't access it. However, Andreessen Horowitz was a major investor. Their partnerships with Warner Music, Dr. Seuss, UFC, NBA with NBA Top Shot. I would be looking at whoever's selling the pickaxes, the shovels, the access to the gold. Instead of getting so hype over the gold, do the shovel pickaxe play. And hopefully somebody watching this video can make a big return on that. I wish I could access it. As soon as it's available to the US for investment, I'll definitely be in on that. By that point, I'm sure most of the gains are gone. But guys, let me know what you think about all this. Is NFTs overhyped? Are you gonna be buying some stuff? Do you have access to flow? You guys wanna go halvesies with me? Let me know. And as always, if there's anything you feel like you wanna know information on or help guide the future videos on this channel, let me know in the comments below. Guys, drop some likes in this video if you're loving the regular content on here. Make sure you subscribe to never miss a video. And guys, I'm gonna buy me some Halo NFTs. I'm f***ing hype. Call me when you're serious. Let's get minted. Oh. Are we getting minted like an NFT? Should I mint something? What if we minted a Jesse Tyler financed NFT? And what if you own it? It's like the golden ticket and you get to come to the chocolate factory. Let me know. Cacao.